The Winnipeg Jets had their backs against the wall in Sunday night's Game 7. Down by 2 with under 2 minutes to go in the third period, it looked like the St. Louis Blues were going to pull off a stunning first-round upset. But then, the unimaginable happened. The Jets were in panic mode with an empty net, and Vladislav Namestnikov gave his team a chance with this wrister. It deflected off a St. Louis stick and passed Jordan Binnington to cut it to 1. Still, the Blues mere seconds away from advancing, but with 1.6 on the clock, Winnipeg scores! It was a rocket from Kyle Connor redirected in by Cole Perfetti, and miraculously, the game went to overtime. And not just one, but nearly 2 full periods of sudden death hockey later, Neil Pionk gets the puck, shoots, it's deflected twice, and into the net! A double doink. First off a Blues player and then off the stick of Adam Lowry. The Canada Life Center erupts. It took everybody. It took some wild bounces, and it took the third longest runtime in NHL Game 7 history, but the Winnipeg Jets win their first playoff series since 2018. What a weekend it was for hockey. 2 days, 2 Game 7s, and 2 unforgettable finishes. When you couple Winnipeg's comeback with Dallas forward Mikko Rantanen's third-period hat trick to shatter his former team's dreams, you get one of the best first-round curtain calls in recent memory. And it's only fitting that these two clubs will face each other in the second round of the NHL playoffs starting Wednesday. For DuckTV Sports, I'm Ryan Oppenheimer. Do you notice anything different about this picture? You might be looking at the next big tech breakthrough in baseball. Several New York Yankees have begun the new MLB season swinging these brand new bats shaped like bowling pins, and so far, they have been a smash hit. Maybe this is just a historically good power-hitting team. Maybe they've faced poor opposing pitching. Maybe it's the bats. Maybe it's all of the above. But last Saturday against the Brewers, the Bronx Bombers took their old friend Nestor Cortes deep on each of his first 3 pitches. And that wasn't even close to the end. 7 different Yankees hit homers that day. Aaron Judge, the reigning American League MVP, hit 3. By the game's end, New York had scored 20 runs and set a franchise single-game record with 9 dingers. The next day, they did it all over again, scoring another 12 runs, including 4 homers, leading to a total of 36 runs scored in an opening series sweep of Milwaukee. Homering twice during that series was Anthony Volpe, who was one of the main catalysts for why these torpedo bats even exist. Aaron Lienhardt, a former Yankees analytics employee with a PhD in physics from MIT, designed them after conducting a study that found that Volpe's early career hitting struggles were due to consistently getting jammed, making contact with the ball closer to his hands, where the wood is narrower on traditional bats. The solution? Move the barrel, the largest, heaviest portion of wood, lower on the bat to increase power potential without changing his swing. And so far, that strategy has not only worked for Volpe, but it caught on with other Yankees sluggers like Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and Jazz Chisholm. Of course, one of baseball's most hated teams finding a clever advantage hasn't come without controversy. Brewers pitcher Trevor McGill called it Bush League. Fans want the league to put its foot down and ban the bats. But for now, they do fit the MLB's bat dimension requirements, and as long as they do, we are likely to see more teams jump on the torpedo trend. For DuckTV Sports, I'm Ryan Oppenheimer. A longtime Pac-12 softball rivalry turned a new page last weekend. The Jane was jam-packed and jumping for this series between top 6 teams, Oregon and UCLA, their first meeting as members of the Big Ten. The two juggernauts split the Friday and Saturday games, setting up a rubber match for outright first place in the conference. And on Sunday, the Ducks were ready for the moment. First inning, the Ducks offense hit the ground running. Riley McCoy, proving she belongs in the 2 spot in the lineup, she rips an RBI single to plate Kai Lushar. Top of the third. Who is having a better pitching season than Lindsey Grine? I bet you can't name many. She picks up her 400th career strikeout, and she was mowing the Bruins down. Bottom half now, it's Kedri Lushar at the plate, laces one into center and over the head of Jessica Clements to score her sister Kai again before sliding in at third safely. These sisters were building a base-running lab. The offense backed up Grine today, but so did the defense. Gold Glover, Paige Sinicki, spears that liner to short, flips it to Kalen Jones for the double play. Look at that reaction. These players know the stakes of this game. Speaking of Kalen Jones, she picked the best time to hit her first career homer. A 3-run bomb to right center in the fourth puts Oregon in position to not just win, but boat race the Bruins. 2 runs later, 2 outs from a run rule victory in the top of the 5th. Kedri Luchar makes the catch and lets loose a laser beam to nail the runner at third for the double play. And Oregon wins the battle for Big Ten supremacy. That marks UCLA's first series loss of the season, and it gives the Ducks the best winning percentage in Division I at .891 heading into the final 7 games of the season. By the way, Lindsey Grine, Big Ten Pitcher of the Week. For DuckTV Sports, I'm Ryan Oppenheimer. Sundays are now NBA days here in late February, and this past one had an exciting slate. OKC took on Minnesota in the last game of the night, and arguably the best. Early second quarter here, it's the first time All-Star Jalen Williams showing his two-way excellence. Steal on one end, slam on the other. OKC led by as much as 19 in this quarter, but the Wolves with a counterpunch. Ant-Man puts Chet on skates for this step-back 3, 19-2 run for Minnie. The end of this first half was just bananas. J-Dub from the parking lot to beat the buzzer. 63-61 Minnesota. And look at this beauty here in the third. SGA to Hartenstein on the short roll. Caruso back to him, and he dimes up Lou Dort for that backdoor dunk. Stuff like that is why they're the best in the West. Fourth quarter now, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, tough step back 2. He had 18 today, but his cousin on the other side, Shea, not too bad himself. The MVP favorite hits this 3 in transition, and then down the stretch, McDaniel's all over him, but you can't stop the mid-range assassin. You can call him a free throw merchant, but no matter what, he's giving you a bucket. That seals the deal for the 130-123 Thunder win. And with that, the Thunder are now 9.5 games ahead of the 2 seed in the West, and with Chet Holmgren back and healthy, they're looking more dangerous by the day. For DuckTV Sports, I'm Ryan Oppenheimer.